What's up, guys? So we have another upgrade for our 6D Maglite project. So if you missed the past weeks, we put a cool crenulated bezel on there. We also put the busta cap, tail cap on here, which is really cool. Since the last video on the light, I actually got batteries for it, which is really nice. So now it works. Yeah, the batteries, I was kind of waiting for them to go on sale. D batteries are not cheap, but I was able to get some Energizer Max, which seem to be pretty good. But today we are upgrading our lights. All right, this is obviously a must. Now this one is a LITT brand, or LITT Industries, whatever it is, which I got the crenulated bezel from. This is their LED upgrade for both C and D Maglites, okay? This is supposed to upgrade it to 350 lumens. Now there are a ton of LED upgrades you can do for your Maglites, and 350 lumens is not the highest by any means. It just depends on how much you want to spend. I think there's another upgrade, it's much brighter, but it's like $65, and then you can get something for like $100, which is like, I don't know, 800 lumens or something. So I just want to make the point that this is not the only game in town. There's a ton of different LED upgrade options. But this one was like $18, so I figured it was somewhat budget friendly and should definitely increase our output and hopefully our beam as well. So 350 lumens, all right. Says extended battery life, shock resistant, obviously just being an LED. Anyway, the lens says shatterproof, increased clarity, improved light output, and then the collar converts light to LED, securely holds LED. Well, it's just a collar. I'm not sure if this collar is actually the stock, same as the stock one, or if it's needed for this particular size and shape, but we're going to find out. Let's go ahead and open this up first. Let's see, is this going to insert in here? No. Okay, so first thing I want to check out was the lens. Can't tell. You got to bite it. Well, there's protective stuff on here. I want to see if this was glass or not, because the stock Maglite lens is plastic. I don't know if this is plastic as well. Can't really tell. I got to take this the film off of it. All right, so we can expose the actual lens. All right, so nice and clear. This one also feels like plastic. So we're going to pop it in, but a glass one would probably be a good upgrade as well. But keep in mind too, obviously it's more fragile. So anyway, there's our crystal clear lens. Put that off to the side. We have our collar and our actual LED module, which has a single LED in there. All right, so first what we're gonna do is pop the head off. And one more, no, two more. There we go. Okay, so inside the head here, you can see the collar. Turn that counterclockwise to unscrew it. You can see for the xenon bulb, it's actually an entire insert piece. Okay, so when you replace your bulb, you know, the one that's spare one's in tail cap, it's actually the bulb that comes out of this little module here. All right, just as a reference. Some of the Maglite bulbs actually just the bulb itself has the base that goes in, but not in this case. All right, so here's our LED. We'll pop that in there, and I'm forgetting which one's which. This one has a wider top. No, let's try the other one. I think maybe this is the one I just took off. This is the one that came with the pack, maybe? Nope, the opposite. Okay, so it looks like the original one, this is why you need this. The original one won't fit. So let's try this one. Okay, just want to get that started so it wasn't cross-threading. Okay, so yeah, the collar that comes with it is definitely needed. So it obviously will work with the base. All right, so that's in there nice and tight. It does not wiggle in any direction. So that should be centered. Get rid of the background, maybe it'll focus. There we go. All right, so nice and snug, nice and tight. Let's go ahead and give this just a quick test. It is quite bright. All right, seems brighter already. Before we put this back on, of course I'm gonna save all the original parts as well. But I want to take the crenulated bezel off because we're going to swap this lens. So here's the stock lens compared to the upgraded lens. I mean, they both look the same. The upgraded one actually has a nicer finish around the edge. This is kind of rough from Maglite. But they're both plastic. Not a huge difference here. Alright, so it came with it, so we're going to use it. So make sure this is on there properly. There we go. Screw that down. Nice and snug. And pop the head back on. Get an idea of this beam. Spend a couple minutes putting this thing back on. There are like just a lot of threading. Come on, there we go. Okay, so finally we have an LED upgrade. Now right off the bat I can tell you, just looking, quick reference here, I'm going to look up on my ceiling too, just for a second here. Looks like, okay, so right there is a concentrated beam. So you can see we have a much tighter hot spot here. It definitely seems brighter. I'm going to do a before and after outside test, but obviously the LED has more of a cool white. All right, so this is more of a, it's kind of like in between a neutral and a little bit of a bluish tint, but it does seem brighter. So we'll know for sure when we actually get outside and do a comparison and stuff. But obviously with the Maglite, you can adjust this, so you open up the beam. Now you can see there still is a dark spot or dark artifact in the middle, just like with the original bulb. It just happens to be a different coloration and brighter, but that doesn't change that. Obviously, as you bring that nice and tight, that disappears, and then you have all your throw. So yeah, just one option, a pretty affordable LED upgrade. Interesting.